Coming up on NFL Daily, did you see Patrick Mahomes' new contract projection? It's going to absolutely blow your mind. Kyler Murray not going number 1 of the Cardinals. Will Tom have to shave his head? Find out. And then my last rumor, which NFL team is targeting Will Grier? All coming up on NFL Daily. Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports. Are you here for the latest NFL rumors? Well, good news, because I'm going to give them to you. I got a 6-pack of NFL rumors that I'm ready to crack open for everybody who's watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed at youtube.com/chatsportstv. We are the #1 channel on YouTube for all NFL rumors, news. Also, we're going to be here live for the NFL Draft. You ready for that first one that I was talking about? Patrick Mahomes? Mind-blowing. Listen to this, okay? So, Russell Wilson, he just got himself paid $35 million a year. So now there's a report out there that Patrick Mahomes could get $45 million a year. Yeah, you heard me right. So, he's entering his 3rd year in the NFL. I get that he won the MVP in 2018. Dude had a great year. 1 playoff win. And you're telling me there's reports that he's already going to get $45 million a year? How much does that even compare to some of the top paid quarterbacks right now in the NFL? Well, here you go. Russell Wilson, the highest paid guy, $35 million a year. Aaron Rodgers, $33.5. Matt Ryan, $30 million. Kirk Cousins, $28, and then Jimmy Garoppolo, $27.5 million. I understand. Patrick Mahomes, I think right now is super fun and entertaining, and when you throw for 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards in your 2nd year, people get excited. But $45 million a year is absolutely mind-blowing to me. And this report is from Bleacher Report's Mike Freeman, who, according to my sources here at Chat Sports, is the softest man on Twitter. Just saying, I love Patrick Mahomes. Great quarterback, and he's going to have a bright future. But I think a lot of NFL teams need to think about this. When you sign one player to a huge deal, it's really going to handcuff your other teams. I mean, think about, the Packers. Did they make the playoffs in 2018? No. Did the Falcons make the playoffs in 2018? No. When you put a lot of money into one asset, guess what? Football is a team sport. But, we're talking about Patrick Mahomes because he is, or at least potentially, the best quarterback in the NFL. So what I want you to do, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, I want you to comment below who is the best quarterback in the NFL. And if you are a subscriber at youtube.com/chatsportstv, you'll know that I put this poll out on our community tab. And one of the cool things we can do here is we can put you on the show. So Smasher1369, interesting, Brady, and I hate Tom Brady. Cool, Smasher. The only thing is, get a picture, because it drives me nuts when you don't give me a picture. I think that's a pug. I'm freaking loving that. All right, next guy who's the best quarterback in the NFL is from Viper's Venom. It says, Wilson isn't even top 5. Breeze, okay. I love me some Drew Brees, so Viper Venom, I'm okay with this one. And I think Drew Brees needs to get some MVP votes. Cody, car keys. Somebody needs to take away this guy's car keys because I think he's drunk putting down Jimmy G. The next one, maybe even more drunk, Miguel. What? Dak Prescott, the best quarterback in the NFL? Oh boy, I don't know. And then BB, the Boss 13, Andrew Luck. I like Andrew Luck. I'm also loving that Whalers logo. All right, next rumor coming up here on the board. James Conner will break the Steelers running back touchdown record. That's not coming from me. It's coming from Le'Veon Bell. So the Pittsburgh Steelers tweeted out asking a question, how many touchdowns will James Conner score in 2019? Le'Veon Bell quote tweeted it and said 17 touchdowns for Conner in 2019. And at first I saw that and I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. But James Conner had 13 touchdowns in 13 games last year and was really, really solid before going down with an ankle injury. I mean, 973 rushing yards. He averaged 4.5 yards per carry and 12 touchdowns. He did a great job. He only had 1 receiving touchdown, but when you're a running back and you're getting 71 targets in 13 games, that's a huge extra production. Maybe we see the receiving touchdowns go up. Hey, all I'm saying is I love James Conner. It's an absolute great story. I love that he went in and just ran the ball and was just an absolute workhorse for the Pittsburgh Steelers and just kind of shoved it to Le'Veon Bell. The other side of this, I'm going to tip my cap to Le'Veon Bell because he's actually giving a little bit of love to his old teammates. Maybe he needs to nudge his old teammate Antonio Brown's shoulder and say, you don't have to just shit on all your old teammates. Now, which running back will score more touchdowns in 2019, all right? I want you to type C for James Conner or type B for Le'Veon Bell. Let me know in the comments section. If you want to know who I think, hit me up, IG, Twitter, Mitchell Renz 365. Now into my favorite player in the NFL, Joe Flacco. Could the Broncos draft a quarterback at number 10? Now, I think Joe is kind of going to go through a little bit of deja vu here because we know that the Baltimore Ravens, they took Lamar Jackson last year in the first round. But according to all these rumors right now that the Broncos could take a quarterback at 10, Joe's saying he's not fazed by it. He says he knows that he can't control the situation, and he says it doesn't really bother him. Joe, I'm going to call bull. So here are the notable 2019 quarterbacks that the Broncos could take at 10 overall. I think Kyler Murray's gone way before that. Dwayne Haskins is reported sliding. The guy that's on their board is Drew Lock, from what it seems. Daniel Jones, you don't want to touch him. And Will Grier, I know I kind of hinted at it before, but Will Grier, the Broncos are not targeting Will Grier at pick number 10. So, will the Broncos draft a quarterback at number 10? I want to know from you. I want you to type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know in the comments section. If you want to bet on it, you can want to bet on all NFL stuff here at the draft. Really weirdly said. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Internet's #1 sportsbook is BetDSI. Use our promo code LIVE120 for 120% deposit bonus. I'll try to say it again. If you want to bet on the NFL draft, do it at BetDSI. Chatsports.com/bet. That sounded a lot better. All right, will Kyler Murray go number 1? I know you can bet on that. Now, the report is the Cardinals are not all sold on Kyler Murray, and I think it's funny because about a month ago, about 2 months ago, everyone's like, oh, Kyler Murray's going number 1, right? No doubt going number 1. Well, now there's new reports, new rumors that they could trade the number 1 pick for a huge return for Kyler Murray. And I think if you're not totally sold on taking a quarterback at number 1, maybe you shouldn't do it, considering that there are a lot of other teams that are interested in Kyler Murray. Oh yeah, you also took a quarterback last year in Josh Rosen, 10th overall in 2018. Now, I think the biggest storyline, okay, around the Cardinals not taking Kyler Murray number 1 has to be this. I mean, we know that Tom tweeted out about a few days ago, I will shave my head if the Cardinals draft Kyler Murray at 1. We have proof of it. Take a screenshot of it. Make sure you go follow him at What Going Downy on Twitter. But if the Cardinals don't take Kyler Murray at number 1, Tom gets to save his hair. But I'll be honest, I'm kind of hoping that they end up taking Kyler Murray at number 1, which is exactly why I'm going to ask you this, right? I mean, you guys knew it. Will Kyler Murray go number 1 overall? I want you to type 1 for yes or type 0 for no. Pretty simple. Okay, will Kyler Murray go number 1 in the 2019 NFL Draft? More quarterback talk here. Going to Dwayne Haskins, and the rumors around Dwayne Haskins are that his stock is falling. So who the heck is going to draft Dwayne Haskins? Now, Jason Lockenfor came out and said that the earliest that Haskins is going to go is number 6 to the Giants. He also doesn't expect him to get past the Redskins at 15. Lockenfor also says that he's personally heard that the Raiders were super interested in Haskins and that they could trade up their 24th and 27th pick to 15 with the Washington Redskins. Wow, mind blown. Dwayne Haskins had an incredible year at Ohio State. Probably could have won the Heisman in most years. But the fact that he's sliding in drafts and the fact that Lockenfor, I think, is just throwing teams out there that could potentially trade up for Haskins or take him, I think he's just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Now, Dwayne Haskins has visited a whole bunch of teams. The Raiders, the Giants, the Broncos, the Redskins, and the Dolphins. There's a bunch of teams that are interested in Haskins, and I would be surprised if the Raiders traded up to 15 for Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins, great quarterback. I've said his name a few times already. Which team will draft Haskins in the 2019 NFL Draft? Is it going to be the Raiders? Is it going to be the Redskins? Could it be the Giants? I want to know from you if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, I want you to comment below. Now, I don't think it's going to be the Giants. Well, at least I hope not, because I think this next guy on my list, Will Grier, would be a great fit with the Giants, but I'm not the only one who thinks so. Lockenfor also said that the Giants are targeting Grier at pick 37. Giants head coach Pat Shurmur and assistant GM Kevin Abrams, were at his pro day, which I think is an important thing to monitor. Also, Eli Manning, just 2 days ago, literally said that he expects the Giants to draft a quarterback. I think it's interesting. Now, Saquon also came out today and said that not all the fault deserves to be put on Eli Manning, but y'all know that I'm not a truther when it comes to Eli Manning. I also don't think that the Giants should take a quarterback at 6. And if Dwayne Haskins isn't there, let's say at the Giants' next pick at 17, I definitely don't think they should take Daniel Jones. So if they really want a quarterback, and if they want one of the better quarterbacks, I mean, Will Grier is one of our top 5 guys here at Chat Sports, maybe taking him at 37 is the way to go. I think Will Grier will fall to 37. So, hey, I'm just saying, it'd be a pretty interesting scenario. Now, the Giants, I love the Giants' offense. Their defense is a little shaky. I love Saquon Barkley. How many games will they win, though, in 2019? The NFC East, I think, is one of the really surprising divisions every single year. It's kind of hard to predict. Didn't really think the Cowboys would win the division. Sorry. So how many games will the Giants win in 2019? I want you to comment below. 6, 7, 8. Let me know in the comment section. If you want to bet on how many games the Giants are going to win, there's one place to do it. It's at BetDSI. Use our promo code LIVE120 for 120% deposit bonus. You see that link down there? chatsports.com/bet. If you need help, put down some bets. Hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365.